Hello, my friend. Welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. It is my 48th birthday today. I'm celebrating it with you, and I want to go over the 5 most important lessons I've learned about the art career with you today. Well, my friend, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. Super happy to be here with you. I have here on my plate oatmeal, and I put a little candle because I'm celebrating my 48th birthday with you today, my friend. And so I woke up this morning and thinking about, what do I want to talk about with my friends here, with you at Breakfast with Sergio? How do I want to spend, the first few minutes of my day with you? And so I sit down, I was reflecting on this, and I wrote down the 5, what I consider like 5 things that I'm always thinking about. So I consider this to be 5 important lessons for your art career. The top 5 most important lessons I've learned in 48 years, right, of being alive and of course becoming an artist and so on. And I wrote it down on this little sticky note so I can tag them on my wall and remember them, continue to think about this. And I have talked about each one of these at some point in Breakfast with Sergio. So I thought, let's go over them. Hopefully my candle will make it all the way to the end. So really quickly, number 1, the first big lesson, one of the top 5 big lessons I've learned in 48 years about being an artist. Number 1, very important. Patience is the variable of success. Patience is the variable of success. So important. So many people, so many artists don't have patience. They want success overnight. They want a quick win. You have to look at your art career in the long term. If you really want to be successful in your art career, you have to look long term. You have to act long term. You have to plan long term. Everything is about patience, and it's one of the qualities, I think, for the people that know me, that I have. I'm a very patient person on some things. On some other things, I'm very impatient. But I think we all, want quick results. We live in a time in which microwave, drive-thrus, phones, everything is at our disposal. Everything happens so fast and so quick. So we want quick results. But my friends, the variable of success for your art career is patience. Be patient, be patient, be patient, be kind and be patient. Number 2, the second biggest lesson I've learned about the art career in 48 years. Number 2, the real art world is the one you make, not the one you imagine. For many years, I imagined this art world, right, out there in the world. And, as you read and as you hear and so forth. But then the more mature I got, I realized the real art world, that is the one that matters to me, is the one that is based on the people that I surround myself with. That is my art world, right? My art world is not some imaginary place somewhere with some imaginary people. It's the actual people that I decide to surround my art career with, both in real person and virtually as well, both in person and virtual. So if I'm part of your routine here in Breakfast with Sergio, first, thank you so much. And then I want to say, I am part of your art world, right? Because the art world is the people, at least the real art world, the one that matters to you and to me is the one that you create with the relationships and the connections that you make over time. That's the art world that really matters. So big lesson. Took me many years to learn it. Now you know it. Number 3, the third, big lesson I've learned about the art career in 48 years. Number 3, as I reflect on my 48th birthday. Number 3, no one owns the key to success. No one owns the key to success. Super important lesson because no one owns it. Nobody can really sell it to you. Nobody can give it to you, because there's no one key to success. There are many ways to be a successful artist today, and I have talked about this in Breakfast with Sergio many, many times, but it's one of the biggest lessons I had to really learn myself, as I mature as an artist, curator, and so on, everything that I do, right? No one owns the key to success. Success can look different. Success can have many faces. Success can have many paths. And what success means to one person may look completely different to the next person, to the next artist. So what you have to do as an artist, define what success means to you, act upon that, and don't try to assign what success looks like for anybody else. So That's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. Number 4, the fourth biggest lesson I've learned about the art career in my 48 years around this earth. Number 4, here on my sticky note, art is not about money, but you need the money to make the art that is not about the money. And I have talked about this before. It's a phrase that I use quite often, right? Art is not about money, but you need the money to make the art that is not about the money. So I talk a lot about, marketing and the things that you can do to successfully sell your art and so on, because I do care about those things, right? Because it is a reality that although, we may not go into the studio and just make art because it's art about the money, but it's a reality in life that we need materials, we need studio, we need electricity, we need food, we need the things, clothing, all the things that we need in order that art can happen. So it is so important that as an artist, you realize that, and you also think about, okay, how am I going to survive as an artist? How am I going to, create a living so that I can continue making the art that I want, right? It's not just saying, well, just make it and it will automatically sell to the world, right? You have to think about it. You have to plan about it. You have to keep watching Breakfast with Sergio, because I often talk about it, giving you a number of tips and ideas in which you can use, right, to successfully continue to get your art into the world, right, and continue making the art that you love. So that's a big lesson, the money lesson, super, super important, right? And the last one, lesson number 5, right, the fifth biggest lesson I have learned about the art career in my 48 years, as I celebrate my 48th birthday with you today, and the candle is still holding up, very good. It's number 5, your biggest advantage is who you are now, not who you wish to be. Your biggest advantage is who you are now, not who you wish to be. This one is huge. This one, that's why I put it at the end. This one is about self-awareness, right? Self-awareness, super important, my friend. Self-awareness, that is a big, big one, right? This is the idea of sometimes we wait for the right moment to happen. Sometimes we wait for the big opportunity to come. Sometimes we wait for, oh, I wish I was, in some other place, or I wish I was, in a bigger city, or I wish I was in a smaller city, or I wish I was here, there, right? We wish we had something, or, oh, I wish I had 1,000 followers. I wish I had 10,000. I wish I had 100,000 followers, right? We wish all these things, or I wish I was more talented. I wish I had, a better charisma so I could take and do better videos and stuff like that, right? So all the wishes that we had that sometimes prevent us from moving forward in our career. So this one, the last one, your biggest advantage is who you already are, not who you wish to be, is exactly about, it's about self-awareness. It's about owning who you are, what you have, and where you are in the world. Own that and make that your advantage. Make that part of your story. That's your story of who you are. That's how you have to own that, right? Own it, and then make that your narrative. Make that part of your story. And when you start telling your story, when you start showing up, and the phrase that I always use, and you heard it many times, be seen to be remembered. Be seen to be remembered. It's a great phrase. And show up as who you are, where you are, and with what you have. And when you do that many, many times, you build an audience, you build a great brand around the work that you do as an artist, and amazing opportunities will come your way. Thanks, my friends, for watching this episode. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'm going to now blow the candle. My 48, I'm celebrating with you. And my birthday wish, my friend, is that if you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe right now. If you're not following me, follow me right now on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever you're watching this video, subscribe, follow. That's my birthday wish, and only you can do that for me. Have a great day. Goodbye.